All right, please be joined this time by Coach Ty Hardin at Tupelo in Mississippi, the great state of Mississippi, Coach. We appreciate you joining us and talking a little football and some practice, and let's get rolling.
All right. First and foremost, yesterday I was fortunate enough to get to see I didn't get to see all six, but I saw close to all six. I saw all five of the sessions, and I'm sitting here and I was talking to my staff today. I was like, boy, I got a lot to live up to. All the guys that spoke yesterday, they were very impressive. Did a fantastic job. Just a privilege just to get to speak, and just going to talk about kind of how we do things, our practice theme, what we believe in here in Tupelo, and just how we do things. We are who we are. A little bit about myself. Name's Ty Hardin. Here's kind of my contact info right here, my cell, my Twitter, my email. I know, I've already emailed all the other coaches for their stuff, and I figure I won't get that many wanting to ask for mine. But we're going to talk about kind of what we do at Tupelo. I came from, before I got this job, I coached at a little 3A, 4A school, actually just 30 minutes down the road. Grew up 30 minutes down the road from here at a place called Houston. I spoke before on Coach Parker's, some of his podcasts when I was there. Had a lot of success there. It's actually my hometown, very tough blue collar place, a lot different than what we have in Tupelo. And fortunate enough, married a girl from Tupelo, came here and, coaching at what I consider a dream school. Tupelo is a very unique place. It's, largest school in the state of Mississippi. Um, it's it swells by 300% during the day. So it's unique because it's kind of by itself. It's very big, and everybody from the surrounding counties come into town, and it just swells like about 300% every day. And so it makes it unique by people kind of even having a target on our back, kind of who we are. Sometimes we get a knack. Some folks think we're kind of privileged and stuff. We are probably kind of privileged. You know, Largest school in the state, 6A school, 2,200 students. From 10th to 12th grade, we have a roster of 95 kids. Ninth grade squad, we're going to have about 60 to 80 kids. My first season year was a COVID year, took over during COVID. Went 6-5, hosted a playoff game. Actually, didn't get to host a playoff game. About 3 hours going into the game, we got shut down because of COVID. We had too many cases. So that was rough. Transitioning to this past season, went 7-4, didn't make the playoffs, moved from one division to another division, had a better football team, had a better season, had a better record, but we were in the SEC, what we consider the SEC West here in Mississippi. Mississippi is known to lead the nation in some bad things, but we also know to lead the nation in probably some good things too. We're definitely have the best education, but I would say per capita talent wise, we produce a lot of guys, NFL, college wise, and there's a lot of good football around here. There's a lot of toughness, a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of SEC football around here. So feel good about where we're going to return 17 starters and kind of really feel good about our direction, what we believe in. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about today, kind of our culture. I know a lot of folks probably don't want to talk and listen about culture or, and how we theme it, but we're going to talk about how we do some things, and maybe that's unique. Maybe a lot of things that we do is kind of common nature to some guys that they're going to listen to this. And everything that I've gotten, I've stolen, some things that I got from the coaches yesterday, I'm going to steal, I fit that blender of that, doing that tempo. We did a bad job defending tempo this past year. We're going to probably use that blender drill that coach had yesterday from the second session. So, there's some things that we've done that, COVID kind of set us up to do things. And that's probably kind of what we've got going forward. But I'm going to talk a little bit about how we do things, how we theme our practice with our culture. Here's kind of a funny, this is just kind of us, every day I'm kind of that camel. everybody remembers that Geico commercial about hump day. And, I'm always, guys, guess what day it is? And I'm always kind of like that with our theme days. Every day, Monday through Friday, is a theme day for us. And our guys know what each day is, not 365 days a year, but year round, 5 days a week. Everybody knows what we are Monday through Friday, and how our culture kind of connects with that. We take our culture and who we are by everything that is involved in Tupelo. We are the Tupelo Golden Wave. Our colors are blue and gold. Our mascot is a golden wave. And so our 5 pillars, and which is our main 4 right here, directly reflect what Tupelo Golden Wave is, our school, all that. So our number 1 is Tupelo Tough. We want to be tough. Tough people win in life. Blue collar. We want to have a great work ethic. Gold standard. Everything we do, we want to do it at our best. And wave mentality. Being from Tupelo should mean something. I told you earlier, sometimes Tupelo kind of gets a knack being the biggest school in the state. And, we have some nice things. Some folks think we're privileged. There's a lot of folks that don't like us. One thing I've learned since I've gotten here, everybody gets after Tupelo. Who do we get after? But everybody's going to get after us. And so what I've kind of solidified for our guys is our wave mentality is nobody likes us. What are we going to do about it? So that's kind of our wave mentality, and our days are set up, like that. So our last one is a family. Obviously, still from PJ Fleck. We believe in that is forget about me, I love you, and I'm a big believer in that. So here's what we got. Here's our days of our week, and kind of how we detail it and go into it. Our days of our week, our mentality Monday, wave mentality. It's Monday. What's our Monday mentality? A lot of folks don't like Mondays. It could be Monday a week for practice, a Monday in January where you got some type of heavy leg workout, or a Monday in spring where you might be doing some outside mat drills. Okay, everybody don't like Mondays. What are we going to do about it? Tough Tuesday. Okay, I think everybody does Tough Tuesdays. We're big on it. I'm always the camel on there, in that commercial going Mike, 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 Mike. We've got several kids on our team. When I start going Mike, 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 everybody knows I'm asking what day it is. Work Wednesday, that blue collar mentality. The standard Thursday, we want to be our best on third. We want to give it our best, and Family Friday. So I think our 4, main core values, we're going to correlate with the days of the week, no matter what it is, in season, out of season, summer, all the above. Right here. So we're going to start kind of, obviously this week we're going to talk about practice. We want to go into our themes and some things that we do unique. Some things that are different here in Mississippi. Mostly everybody in Mississippi plays their JV games on Monday and Tuesday nights. I do like the fact that some of these other schools out of state practice on Thursday mornings. They kind of, get ahead of schedule on JV games on Thursday nights. So, we play on Monday or Tuesday nights. And so that kind of changes up how we do things during the week. Here's some of our pre-practice stuff we do. 2 days a week, we're going to be lifting, and 2 days a week, we're going to be doing a walkthrough. So if you're going from your Sunday to Thursday, or your Monday from Thursday, Sunday's optional for our guys. They can come in and get a workout. If they don't, the guys that don't get a workout and film are going to make it up on a Monday, which is only about 10 to 5% of our roster. So on film days, Monday through Wednesday, we're gonna film every day. And in our film sessions, it's gonna be 20 minutes. Usually 20 minutes weight room, 25 to 25 minutes weight room, 20 to 25 minutes film. And so we're always going to start with something positive. I mean, I really don't like starting film sessions with a negative. Show the kids something positive. Talk about a life skill. I'm big on my coaches. Sometimes we fail to do that, but I'm big on, hey guys, let's talk about some life skill that's not just football. That's a good time for that room to grow closer. And I think it's what's unique, and maybe a lot of folks do this, is how we intro stuff in the spring, how we intro stuff in the fall, in the summer. Everything we want to do is want to be relatable to kids. A lot of our verbiage is kind of like a Madden playbook. And, so we want to kind of do it like a Madden playbook sometimes. How we, this is our offensive playbook on huddle right here. We want to show guys, hey, this is how we're going to run our 30, this is one of our RPOs, one of our zone locks right here. We don't want to show our film. We want to show how it's kind of ran by a school. And that's kind of how we set up our playbook. We're going to show a side shot and a butt shot. Our kids really like that. They really like saying, hey, a team like Auburn or somebody was successful with what they do, or a team like Oklahoma, they kind of get it. Some guys are against that. I really like that. Our coaches really take ownership of that, taking their tool chest and just providing it and creating playbooks for our guys. I think that's really cool for our guys. That's one thing that we do that's probably kind of unique. And everything we do drill wise, any time of drill that we show, any type of playbook, a play, install, anything, we're going to show it film wise in the film room. I think everybody does that. We're going to have PowerPoints. We're going to have teaching. This is our defensive coordinators tackling for the spring, for the intro, for block destruction, all of the above. I just think that's something that's unique that kind of we do, and maybe everybody already does, that I thought maybe interesting to show about kind of what we do film wise, preparation wise, going into practice. So, and like when anytime teams, we're also preparing for teams, we're going to use our verbiage. If we're showing a scout look for whatever group, it's our verbiage. It's we try to defend our offense and how we line up more than anything. But we're going to try to get close to the same look to what on the defensive wise or what the opponent's going to do. Pre-practice, we're going to practice stretching our groups. I believe that's a good time that you can get steal some indie time. Also do a good job spreading out there and getting a good stretch. Kids try to take ownership of that. We got 15 minutes to stretch, and we go over anything that kind of needs to be done. Right here. So first day, first day is obviously Mental Monday, Mentality Monday. And here's kind of a setup of what we do. And guys, I know I'm talking fast, flying around. That's just how I am. I am going to be me and talk like we do. If you ever want to stop and ask a question on the end, it doesn't matter. But we're pretty simple with our practice plan. We do everything obviously through Google Drive. This is a Google sheet that we create. And we believe in, we're going to tag team together. We planned out on Sunday, but also fix things, right before practice too. I'm a big believer in indie time. And we try to steal indie time as much as we can. So anytime there's a special teams, like you see right here on a Monday, obviously on a Monday day, we've gone inside, we've done a opponent overview, and we've gone to walk through and film. We've come out and did some type of indie time, and then we're going to kick return. We're going to go during kick return, which is usually our running backs, linebackers, some of our receivers, some of our DBs, our O-line and D-line, they're going to work double teams. I think it's good right there for our O-line and D-line to get some extra work, and they can work against each other. O-line's working doubles because we're a big zone team. Our D-line, we're a 3-4 on defense and to 3-3. So we work a lot of defending double teams. So that's what we want to do there. Our quarterbacks are free, and we have a few receivers that are free. Our QBs and wide receivers, they're going to work some, goal line fades. We're going to try to steal as much time as we can. During kickoff, whoever's not right there, our wide receivers, QBs, they're going to work on some routes on air, something like that. O-line, D-line, they're going to get as much indie work as they can. And there's weeks that we change it up, something that we do different. Maybe a lot of teams do it the same. We believe in a lot of good on good for Pascal and inside. Inside, it's going to be one O line versus one D line, one linebackers versus one running backs, tight ends, all the above for our defensive inside and our offensive inside. I think that's where you can get some quality work, and if you do it the right way, we split the field in half. We put a big old tripod stand on the 50-yard line, and we sit right here. I got clips of it right here, kind of how we do it. I know a lot of teams probably already do it. 17 first offense. And we have one group doing inside on one side, and we got another group doing inside, doing Pascal on another side. So we have an iPad facing one direction, another iPad facing another direction, and we've got inside going on this 50-yard line going that way, and we've got Pascal on the other side going other way. So we got one DBs versus one receivers with the QBs, and they're getting reps, one-on-ones right there, Pascal, and we've got one O line and we got one D line. They're working and getting inside. So we're kind of back and forth right there. I think it's a good way that we try to not to divide it up. Same thing right here. We're gonna mix it up, and lots of times we do some Pascal. When we do Pascal, we try to do 11. We try to do 11. We try to do 9 versus 9, but it turns into 11 versus 11 lots of times. We want to do a better job of doing that going forward. But now when we get to team, we're still going to split the field up. Like I said, we got one group going one direction, one group going another direction, basically on the 40-yard line, with iPad going both ways, a guy filming up top for a side shot. And we want to get so many plays apiece. And we, that's when we'll kind of bring our scouts in right there and work scouts versus our one offense and one defense. And we're just kind of rapid fire right there. We're able to get a lot of work in a little time. There's lots of days that we can turn in 2 hour-and-a-half practice into an hour-and-a-half practice. I'm a big believer. If you can get it in under 2 hours, I don't think you're doing that well practice-wise, or that efficient. And there's lots of days that we get in the work in an hour-and-a-half. Let's see right here. Our Indy time, basically what I'm trying to I've already discussed it once. O-line gets about 30 minutes because a lot of those guys are not on special teams. Only special teams are usually on is on field goal or field goal block, O-line, D-line guys. And so they get a lot of Indy time. My offensive line coach loves that. He works them really well there. Same thing with QBs. They get about 30 minutes. QBs, wide receivers, tight ends, depending on special teams. D-line, just like O-line. Basically, every linebacker in DB. I mean, I'm a defensive guy. Our guys are going to be on special teams. And I'm a big believer in circuits. We're going to do a circuit every day, and our circuit is going to be a block destruction, a turnover, and tackle. And it's going to be a rotation, different type of scenario by position. Every coach knows every scenario, every position. They're gonna DBs are going to work a different type of block destruction because it's a different. They face blocks differently than O-line and D-line and linebackers do. Same thing with turnover circuit. They're going to see a different type of turnover, and they're going to get a different type of tackle. And all our coaches know how to circuit that. It's usually a 15-minute circuit, 5-minute seat circuit, and we change it up every day. Right here. Like I said, this is how we try to steal Indy time, kickoff return, O-line versus D-line working doubles, QBs, wide receivers, running backs, working red zone mesh or routes, punt or punt return. I thought the guy that spoke yesterday did a great job talking about incentives. I'm the same way. I'm basically the incentive guy or the punishment guy. They get to punish Coach Hardin. So if our punt block team blocks a punt in practice, or same thing as our scout punt block look, or Coach Hardin runs a gasser right there for them. I got to make the time that their players make. So like, man, if they come out and it's now if the punt team doesn't block right, they don't count. But if they're giving that max effort and doing what they're supposed to do and getting blocks in practice, doing the right thing, Coach Hardin's over there running gassers. Let's see, field goal blocks, same thing. There's incentives right there, and that's a good time for our wide receivers and DBs to do one-on-one whole field stuff. We let our guys go work man stuff and one-on-one with our receivers. Inside and pass scale, I told you we do basically one O-line, tight ends versus one D-line and linebackers. And we'll take two QBs and running backs versus basically two DBs. DBs are really not out there. 8 plays of our run game, 8 plays of our opponents if the team is different. But, we're keeping our same verbiage. Pass scale wise, it's 9 versus 9 setup. It's usually 11 guys on the field. We're going to rush one of the D linemen or blitz a guy. It's 1 QBs, 1 running backs, 1 wide receivers versus 1 DBs and 1 linebackers or 2 linebackers. 6 plays with the 2 O-line versus D-line, 6 plays of 1 versus 1 O-line, D-line. All right. Inside pass scale and team. Here's kind of a picture of what it looked like. If the video didn't look good, it's a good angle. I really like the view up there too. I hate coaching up there because obviously you can tell I'm a very ADD person, very interactive, high energy guy. So I like to be in the mix. This is kind of a picture of our 9th grade, kind of beginning of the season. But I think it's a good look, and it's just you can get a camera going both ways. If you we found a cheapo just stand, and we put it on the 50, and we just kind of go both ways. Tough Tuesday. Our guys love our Tough Tuesday. Here's our practice schedule, Tough Tuesday wise. We're going to go straight out, and we're going to always – it's always kind of going to pre-practice stuff is going to build up into our tough time. Our tough time has got a big old list, and I'm going to show you kind of what our big old list is, tough time after this slide. As you see right here, this tough time, I've got 5 plays versus man coverage. It's a different scenario. Sometimes, hey, we're going one-on-one. We're going one versus ones. Now, we also do that at the end of practice too, to end practice competition wise, but I try to have a big bag of tough time of, hey, this, tough doesn't just mean doing tough things and being board drill in Oklahoma. We're going to do different things competition wise, scenario wise, 5 best plays versus man coverage right there that week. If our offense is playing a team that's going to lock you up man and mano a mano, and we play a good bit of man too in scenarios, we're going to do that, and we're going to compete, and we're going to have some, repercussions for that. And there's usually our rest of our practice set up just like we were on Mondays. We're in pads every day of the week. We're in pads on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I believe we're a physical program. I hang my hat on it. In the past, they hadn't been, there's people outside of here, like I said, that are very judgmental and don't think we were. So that's one thing we're going to hang our hat on. A lot of guys out there, I'd love to do no sweat Wednesdays. Our guys really don't. We've tried it a day or two, and our guys can tell you, say, Coach, we kind of lose focus when we can't really thud up and be physical. So we try to be physical every day. We either go 1 full day of pads, shorts and shells the rest of the week, or we'll go 2 full days, 2 shorts and shells. Now, Thursday, we're pretty smart with how we do things and all that. Tough time. Tough time is the tone setter. We got a list of it. It could be Oklahoma. It could be board drills. It could be straight goal line drills. 4 to score, red zone, trick plays, and defending them. Plays versus man, defending tempo, Millennial Oklahoma, dog chains. I know I got a video for how we use our dog chains, 2-point plays. we also do, like I said a while ago, we also do situational finishers as much as we can. Let's see, this video is supposed to pop up. Here's our dog chains. It's basically a big old chain with a fire hose wrapped on both ends, wrapped around folks' waist. We'll bring it out for a practice on a Tough Tuesday practice. This is just a video of a day we're doing mat drills. And
come on, Jermaine,
as you
pull
see,
him.
we want to be physical. We want to get after it. So that's one of our dog chain drills right there. Blue collar work Wednesday. Okay, that's one of our next core value. We've changed how we've practiced from the beginning of the season to the middle of the season. We're gonna do some scenario stuff. We're gonna hit every special team live, quick, and then we're gonna take a block of plays. We're gonna take our second offense versus first defense, second defense versus first offense, and we're gonna run 30 straight plays, one after another, going opposite directions of the field, and we get a lot of plays in. Basically, defensively, a lot of it is formation recognition, fast, doing lots of checks, making my coaches calling it for the sidelines. Same thing with the offense. We felt like we're managing our time really well, and we were cutting practice down a good bit. We're knocking out scenarios too. And we'll also try to end this day of practice with some scenario. We have a scenario list one of our coaches keeps up with that takes tally with, like, hey, we're backed up on the goal line. We got to get out. We got to get out and punt range or get a first down. That type of scenario. We're going to do that on Wednesdays. Thursdays, gold standard Thursday. You know, you want to be your best on try to be your best by then on Thursdays. It's obviously pretty routine. How a lot of guys done it. We script it out. We want to be quick on and off the field. As you see right there, kickoff's going to run out there, fly out there. Offense going to run 9 plays. We're going to punt. Defense going to get out there. It's pretty a normal scenario of how we do a Thursday, and I think a lot of teams do that. We're going to finish off with some type of 2-minute drill, all the above. And last day is Family Friday. We're going to go in. We're going to have the same situation. We're going to come in. We're going to watch film from practice, clean up things, kind of quiz the guys, give them a test of, you know, what they expect that day. You know, we have it kind of laid out for them right there. You know, we're a big believer in that, and you know, that's kind of us. You know, I know it was pretty simple, pretty routine, and you know, that's kind of just what we do at Tupelo. And you know, you got any questions or anything? You've got my presentation email wise. You know, there's anything, you know, y'all want to ask, want to throw at me, anything, if you want to call me a dummy, whatever, you know, I'll take it. But, you know, I appreciate you talking, and, you know, Coach Parker, I kind of lend it over to you.
Yeah, if you guys got a question, you put the chatter on yourself next minute or so, and we'll move on. But I thought that was good, Ty. Appreciate you. And I think especially the film, you know, I think more and ways that you can be as creative as possible to get your kids to watch meaningful video. Because we always, you know, back in the day, I've only been not coaching a few years, but it's even changed in those few years how little attention some of them have to sit there and watch it the way we watched it. And so I thought showing them Oklahoma or, you know, Auburn or whoever it is for a play is great. I mean, now some other people may not, but you better find a way. You better mix in a video, a YouTube clip or something that motivates them. It's sitting there and just watching inside drill for 20 minutes. You're not going to get as much out of it as the coach is going to have a great time doing it, but I don't know if they're going to get much of them kids. So I thought that was good. I mean, I thought a lot of stuff was good, but I think that's something that you'll see people expanding on, is what kind of tips they can do to make the film meaningful, you know, like this, like what you're doing right here.
Yeah, I mean, like just take a NCAA, you know, film, you know, or a Madden play, and there's plays that we call that you see on Madden. You know, we name it the same as that. Our kids, you know, we want to adapt to them.
That's right. Well, I think that's the key. you better just meet them where they are. I like to win a hell of a lot more than I like to be right about Madden or college video or whatever other hill people are trying to die on. You know, I like to win. So if this will help them kids understand, sounds good to me.
Right.
Like, and so this is great. Yeah, I know this isn't exactly what we were talking about, but I just thought when y'all were talking about that resonated with me, that I think people are going to have to keep finding more of these things to help their kids. But anyway, man, we got to move fast. I know how it is with this, but appreciate you like always. And I'll catch up with you again sometime.
Appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all listening to me, giving me your time.